Evening, folks. Sean here with the latest edition of Beer-snobby Goodness. Tonight's edition, continuing my DuClaw brewing series after a brief hiatus from reviewing in general. We have Old Flame Ale, a apparently deep amber ale. For those that have not been following this, the DuClaw company is based in Baltimore, Maryland. And so far, not to be snarky, but it's been kind of a mixed bag. They very good barley wine. Some of the other flavors I haven't quite been sold on. I mean, not bad, just not really my cup of tea, or in this case, beer. So, taking the aroma. Definitely a hint of molasses in there. Which I believe is part of the beer's character. As per usual, got the trusty notes going here. And as far as the guts of this thing, definitely as advertised appearance-wise. It's a nice dark amber color. Definitely a little, not sure what the filtration mechanism is. This has a bit of a cloudy look to it, and I noticed some sediment when I finished pouring it out of the bottle. Anyway, Golding's Columbus hops were used, along with pale malt, dark crystal malt, wheat, and, as it turns out, a bunch of molasses. Which I'm definitely picking up on the nose. Alright, time to dive in. Cheers. Wow. If anyone was ever curious what Tootsie Rolls might be like in liquid form, here's your answer. This is pretty much a Tootsie Roll in liquid form, at least based on the first sip. Wow. Huh. There's almost a kind of, barrel-aged quality to this thing. I'll have to recheck the notes and see if this was an aged offering from these guys, but so far kind of promising. So I'm going to keep going, let you know what my final verdict is. At the end of the day, not too bad. It's definitely better than most of the ones I've reviewed for DuClaw, although it doesn't compare to the barley wine. The Old Flame, unfortunately, my ongoing critique still remains. The Old Flame is decent, but the flavor is still pretty one-dimensional for my liking. My aforementioned kind of liquid incarnation of a Tootsie Roll, it pretty much holds. It's not a bad flavor. I actually like this one better than most of the previous ones, with the exception of the barley wine. But there's no real flavor beyond that kind of molassesy Tootsie Roll. Even as the beer warms, that flavor remains pretty steady. You get no kind of hop bitterness, no kind of other flavors creep in as it warms. So in that regard, it's I mean, I'd give this one a 6 to 7 out of 10 if I actually used a scoring system of that type. So yeah, there it is. I've got one more of these to go. We'll see how that one comes out. In the meantime, the Old Flame. Not bad, not great. But is what it is. So, till next time, this is Sean. Cheers.